Okay, one thing about this lesson, which is called the power of purpose, is that um, everyone, every individual, in front of your face is a big old sign from the Most High that says purpose. When you was born, until you became into the understanding of a little bit of life, and when life hits you in the face, technically though, there is another sign that says purpose, and we have to understand purpose. And the main purpose we all have is what the Most High is required of us to do in this world. Our purpose, our it's individually. It has nothing to do as far as anybody else's purpose. It has something to do with just you and your purpose from the Most High. Now, of course, in life, when it comes to purpose, you will have people play a key role in your purpose. You will have people that pave the way in your purpose, and you'll have opposition in your purpose. And the thing is what you have to do is continue to be consistent so that you can fulfill your purpose until the end. One example I can give you all for purpose is my own personal example is um, when the Most High called me, because when I was in school and different things like that, I really didn't understand purpose. I didn't know what I wanted to do. One of the things that I knew that I was pretty good at was I was pretty good at sports as far as football and basketball. But I already saw the oppositions of the level of my of how good I was in those areas. But I knew that it would take a miracle for me to go to the next level based off my limit ability. And what I mean by my limit ability is that when it comes to football and basketball, I was a good athlete, but of course, I'm short, or I may be undersized, or in my weight, or I may not be as fast as someone that's elite or that can take it to another level. Um, and then at the same time, I didn't have no one to actually push me in that area. Even though I had support, but I'm just saying I didn't go to no camps and different things like that to be pushed to another level. So I started to see, and this is part of the list of what I'm going, even though we didn't do the prayer or nothing yet. So what I'm saying now is still part of the list, even though I'm just using myself as an example. Um, and one thing I started to understand was that this cannot be my purpose because of the limit ability I have in what I'm doing, even though I love it. And so technically, I did not know what I wanted to do. And so only thing I knew to do, which I praise the Most High for my parents, is I just copied them and mimic them. And what I mean by that is, they're married, they've been married, they raised me and my sister, and so my whole mindset was, like my daddy, I'll get a job, I'll work, I'll start a family, and then I'll be like them. I'll raise my children with my wife, and everything will be good, just like that. Well, that wasn't the Most High plan. But see, I didn't know that. But at the same time, everybody get that tap on the shoulder from the Most High somewhere in their life, or that big old sign that says purpose. And it'll be different for everyone. It'll be different. It doesn't mean that you're going to be called to be a teacher or something else in life or whatever. It's whatever the Most High said. This is your purpose. That's what it's going to be. But somewhere in your life, it'll tap you on the shoulder, and you will see that big sign that'll say purpose. But it's up to you to walk in that purpose and fulfill that purpose. And to give you another example, about myself when it comes to purpose is that when the Most High called me, of course, I didn't understand where He was taking me. But one thing I do understand was I knew it was a purpose. I understood that this is my purpose. I didn't know what kind of purpose it was, but I knew that the Most High called me to follow Him and then also to teach. And so I began to walk in this purpose. But at the same time, of course, in your purpose, you go through different trials and error or bad choices or whatever. And then, you have some good things happen and everything like that. Well, the most amazing thing about when it comes to my purpose is that one day, it could have been a couple of years ago. It could have been last year. I don't forgot when it was. But, of course, through the years, the enemy will be, telling you, you have not achieved anything. You have not accomplished anything. You have not done nothing. You're a failure. He'll tell you all kind of things like that. And you kind of listen a little bit, but you kind of ignore it because you understood, okay, this is my purpose regardless of whatever's going on negative in my mind about this. This is still my purpose. And one day, I began to look back on everything, just reminiscing. I started playing old music that I made when I was in the Christian church, my gospel rap stuff. And as I was playing my gospel rap stuff, even though I was saying Jesus and stuff like that, but I started listening. Then I went to my Hebrew stuff in the early, 2010, 2011. And I'm like, man. And then one thing, I looked around and I realized, I said, I'm not a failure. I said, man, all this time I've been representing the Most High. I said, man, this is 20 years. I've been promoting the Most High. I've been lifting the Most High name up. I've been rocking with the Most High all this time. And I said, man, through it all that, I said, man, I done went through this and then went through that. And all this time I realized that I was enduring. I said, man, I went through this, this happened. I made this choice, I didn't do this right, I did this and everything like that. And then everything just hit me in the face of where I was at that time. I started reminiscing and thinking. I said, I am enduring. I never fell off. I never went nowhere and went against the Most High. And I said, man, that's what it's about. It's about enduring, but despite of anything in life. So that's what I encourage everyone right now. You have a purpose. Don't ever walk away from your purpose regardless of what's going on in your life. Because at the end of the day, it's stretched out. You'll have some good days, bad days. You'll have some trials. You'll have different things happen or not happen for you. But at the end of the day, you're looking and you still on your purpose. You're still rocking with the Most High. And so, like I said, this part of the lesson, even though I'm giving you a testimony of everything like that, but at the same time, because the name of the lesson is called The Power of Purpose, is I'm encouraging everyone to stay on your purpose, because even through this truth, I've seen people one little thing, and then they get in their emotions, and then they leave their purpose because of their emotions, because of an offense, or because they disagreed with something, or because something didn't go their way. They turn against the Most High. I've seen brothers and sisters in general, not just part of the South Georgia Church, but just in general, was with the GOCC, the Gathering of Christ Church, and they was calling on the higher, Yeshaya, very strong. And you would think that they were the main anchor in the body because they looked like they were so strong. And then because of one offense or something they disagreed with or somebody offended them, they left. And then shortly after that, or a little bit more time went by, they come back out and they call it on Yah. They call it on Yahushua. Different things like that. And I'm looking and I'm saying, they act like this a game or something. And I said, man, I called one of the brothers. I say, I got a question for you. I say, let's just say hypothetically, you decide to leave the GOCC. I say, do that mean that a higher name changed just because you leave the GOCC? And of course, the brother was like, no, it'll be the same regardless of if I'm with the church or not with the church. That's the most high name forever. Why would I do that? That'd be crazy. And I said, well, these people are like it's a game. Because just because they leave the GOCC, that don't change the highest name. It's still his name forever in all generations. They jump to another name as if a higher name come with the GOCC and it stays there. It's badge. It's a badge. It's a badge if you're with the GOCC, but it's not a badge anywhere else. So I'm just saying, regardless of what you're going through in your life, stay on your purpose. Or the Most High would say, hey, when you say, hey, remember I did this for you? Remember I did this? Remember I cast out devils in your name? I did this, or whatever you did. The Most High say, Christ will say, depart from me, I never knew you. So let's stay on our purpose.